Picture this: 3 library staff members trapped inside the South Charleston Public Library. Aaron, Toby, and Josh, each with divergent tastes, tasked with watching each other's films. Can they survive with their sanity intact? Find out on Real Opposites, a library podcast about movies.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Real Opposites. I'm Aaron.
I'm Josh.
I'm Toby.
And we are back to discuss our pick from last time. It was actually my pick, Drop Dead Gorgeous from 1999. And this, I don't remember when I first saw this movie. It was when I was younger. It could be when I had that Blockbuster card or something. I don't know. The one during the summer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very possible that was it. But I just remember really liking it back then. And then I rewatched it a couple months ago and still found it pretty funny. This time watching it, I'm not going to lie, I find it so hilarious. I absolutely love this movie. I wish it was there was less usage of certain words because it is very heavy in some stuff that's not really PC anymore. But, you know, it was a movie of its time. But other than that, I thoroughly enjoy this movie. I don't know what it is. It's just my kind of humor, I think. I was watching it, and I just laugh every few minutes. I don't know. So that's why I chose it. What did you guys think?
So what do you think it is about the film that makes it so funny to you? Is it the kind of mockumentary style?
Yeah, I do love that.
Okay.
Yeah, it reminds me of the guest films we watched.
Yeah. I think it's also the characterization of the people or the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're all stereotypes, but it's funny. And I don't know. I just find it hilarious. The writing, I think, is hilarious, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just everything about it is funny to me.
It's the secondhand embarrassment for me. The same way that the Best in Show or the guest films kind of do. It's the just people being a little bit more cringe than they normally are, but also in a kind of relatable way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this one. I liked it a lot. I was, or just sitting back there watching it and was just kept laughing, and to the point where I was watching it here and Hope popped her head. I was like, "You all right?" And I was like, "I'm fine." I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I don't know.
So I didn't enjoy it as much.
Well,
Yeah.
Sorry, bring the mood down.
No worries.
So this was actually my 500th film this year that I watched.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
And
This year?
This year.
Oh.
Not new. There's
Not
there's
just
only
500 in
70 of
general.
those that are new, but
Right.
well, newer released this year, I think.
That's still impressive as 70.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it was my 500th. It just kind of ended up that way. And I think in my little letterbox review, I said this was clearly made by the people in charge of the later seasons of The Office. That's what it feels like. So it's definitely trying to be the Christopher Guest.
Mhm.
It's so achingly trying to be Best in Show or Waiting for Guffman.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy certain aspects of it.
Mhm.
To be honest, my favorite part is anytime Will Sasso is on screen.
Yeah.
He just cracks me up to begin with.
He does, just in general.
And the funniest bit of trivia, I'm just while I'm talking about it, is kind of more entertaining than the film itself. And it says, most of Will Sasso's scenes were added during reshoots after producers complained that too few of the male characters were relatable.
So they were just
So if you know
back in.
Will Sasso's character in the movie, that's really funny.
Yeah, that is. That is really funny.
Yeah, and I don't know, I enjoyed the non-PC part of the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's how I remember people talking when I was in middle school and high school,
Yeah.
and I don't mind that. I thought that was pretty amusing. This wasn't a terrible movie. It just was
Mhm.
wasn't really it didn't really commit fully to the mockumentary style. I don't feel like.
Okay.
And the characters are maybe a little too broad sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that's so appealing about the Christopher Guest movies, especially for me, Best in Show, is how straight everyone plays
Yeah.
the roles. And here, like the girl that's like anorexic, and she's like, she might as well be an animated character on The Simpsons.
Right.
She
is
is so
very-
cartoonish.
Yeah.
And then, like in several spots, the film kind of breaks its own mockumentary rules.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a montage towards the end. Oh, where like Kirsten Dunst is going to the pageant.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
and
well,
she's
I
like
think
getting
she's
ready
practicing.
and all this stuff, and I'm like, wait, is this a mockumentary or is this just like a movie? It just like it.
I guess I
there's-
see that. Yeah.
There's several times throughout the movie where it just kind of breaks its own rules and takes me out of the movie. Whereas like a Chris Guest movie is like very consistent. Like it really feels like
You're watching
I'm behind the camera. And I also
Right.
I wasn't crazy about the cameraman,
Mhm.
like those little bits. That kind of took me out a little bit,
Yeah.
like because they were like, "Hey, remember this is a mockumentary," because we kind of forgot.
Right.
So here's the camera guys and the sound guys. But overall, it was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect so much like wholesale murder.
Yeah.
Like in this movie.
I love
I mean,
it.
I guess it's called like Drop Dead Gorgeous, right? But I knew nothing about this fucking end, and I really like, you know, the first time someone dies, I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
hold on.
You
let
didn't
me back
expect
it-
people
no,
to
I didn't
actually
expect
drop
it.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected it to be like a little cutthroat, but it was like, you know, the girls, you know, the thing gets blown up.
Oh,
the
the
tractor
the
float.
tractor, and then the parade
Yeah.
float gets
Yeah.
blown up, and then the like, but so,
A light falls
and I
on
guess
one.
the light falls on the one girl, and it was like that, like all of that happened, and then everybody gets sick. There
At
did
the-
come
Oh,
a
yeah, the
point
puking
where I
state.
I
At the
was like,
state.
is the reveal gonna be that like this little girl is like killing people? But no,
Amber
it never.
Atkins.
Yeah, the Amber Atkins has been like, but no, she's just lucky and happens to like luck into
Well,
winning because of it.
Until they get to nationals.
yeah,
And the company, the cosmetic company,
it's
got
closed and doesn't
from the IRS.
Yeah.
For tax evasion.
yeah. Well, yeah, but then even after that, the reporter gets shot,
Yeah.
and she just is
And
like,
then she takes her place.
yeah, and she's just like, this is Amber Atkins reporting live from where one of our reporters has been, you know, shot.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I think it's fun. I also enjoy because with things like pageants and things in that nature, there is that like grittier side of it. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say they kill people, but like I just think it was fun that they took that subject matter and turned it into like a murder mystery almost.
Yes.
You're a big like Dance Moms guy, aren't you?
Yeah. I watched Dance
Yeah.
Moms
I
back in
seem
the
to
day.
remember that.
Yeah.
Well, like that's what, yeah, like
The
the
grittier side.
Pretty
the
side.
the Kirstie Alley character is not that unbelievable when you've seen some of those
Oh,
like
no,
pageant
it's-
mom
especially in a small
nonsense.
town.
Yeah,
No, like I mean, as it starts out, you know, they're doing the whole kind of the history of the pageant, and Adam West is there, and I'm like, oh, this gonna be fun, and then it just kind of spirals out
Yeah.
of control and gets it gets to be too much.
Yeah.
Um,
I like the too much, I guess.
I did too.
I don't
I
know.
thought this was really fun.
But I do
Like,
think it's neat, like Adam West is in the beginning. I totally forgot about that
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
until I was rewatching it. So there was a lot of things that I noticed. And like I said, like with the not being that PC or whatever, it mainly was just what they were using a lot that bothered me. But I remembered it being like twice in the movie.
no,
I did
No.
not realize it's like every other line.
it is. Yeah, there's a lot.
So I
of
did notice that on the rewatch this time, but
the
you
R
know,
word,
other
so
than
to
that,
speak. Like,
I absolutely love this movie, and it was just as funny this time around.
I don't know, like I liked the like super overbearing pageant mom, and like the fact that Denise Richards' character does not seem to care that she's there at all.
Yeah.
Like, which I don't know, I do like. I was kind of, that was the one thing I was kind of sad about, because I have seen her do like these bad movies and it be really fun. Denise Richards, like, she's, well, obviously not a bad movie, but like she's fun in Starship Troopers. She's fun in Wild Things. She's fun in Tammy and the T-Rex. Like, she's very capable of being comedic and fun. And instead we get this kind of like more a very vapid performance for her, but like not in like in this is a character choice kind of way, but like she's basically a background character.
Her casting is almost like too obvious. Like, let's cast a really pretty, like, idealized pageant girl.
Well, I think they were trying to get someone that looked kind of like Kirstie Alley also too.
Yeah,
and they do look.
I can see that.
Similar. Like,
I think she missed out. Like, she would have been a great, I don't know, villainous in like a Naked Gun movie or something. I could see her doing that.
Yeah, like I really love Tammy and the T-Rex that she's in, which is just as stupid as this is, and it's very fun. And she's capable of being very fun. So I was kind of sad about that, but it was kind of strange seeing Amy Adams in the role that she was. Like, that's a role out the gate, right? Like the girl who's always like jumping her boyfriend or getting jumped by her boy. Like, like the first time she's introduced, it is very clear that they immediately start having sex just off camera.
Yeah,
and it's like, what? I was like, little baby Amy Adams there. That was very fun. Yeah,
because I always think of her, especially like at that age, like from like Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah,
where she's got like bracelets. She looks like 14, 15-year-old girl.
Yeah.
She seems very like, just her demeanor is very like innocent. And,
innocent, yeah.
So that was a nice little.
Which her character ended up being a stripper that got lost in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And there was like
they need to call, you need
a hotline just for her.
Yeah.
You almost, they almost had Sarah Michelle Gellar instead of Denise Richards.
Yeah.
Oh.
They auditioned.
They almost also had Melissa Joan Hart instead of Amber Atkins.
This could have been like your favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, you could have had Sabrina and Buffy in the same movie.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been real fun.
I really could have seen Sigourney Weaver playing the Kirstie Alley role too. That would have.
Yeah.
She's a great comedic actress. She rarely gets to use it.
I would like to see that.
She's so funny in Galaxy Quest and Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
So what do we think it is about the Midwestern accent that inherently makes things funny? Just like a little bit.
I'm Amber Atkins.
Yeah.
Everything's just drawn out and
and I think that's part of it.
And I think it's like the bounciness of the like inflection too. Like the don't you know? Like it's got like a little bit of
it sounds very happy, like happy-go-lucky.
Well, that's one of the things I always found like really because it's referenced in here like Frances McDermott's
Fargo.
Yeah. Right. So like that was one of the things I always found like really jarring about Fargo like the series and like it's about murder, like but like there is something about the characters and the way that like I feel like we associate like the Midwestern accent with like wholesomeness, and so when they're being unwholesome, it's like funny or like shocking, right?
William H. Macy especially does that really well in Fargo, where he's like scheming, or he's always anxious because the murder didn't go well, but he still has that accent, so it, it's like he could be saying, the murder didn't work out or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like it still sounds like he's trying to sell me some steel-cut oats at a farmhouse or something.
Yes. I was like, what is it about that? Because it's like when Kirstie Alley's out there like screaming about like her child.
Yeah, that's funny.
She's like, get up, and it's so funny.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, this feels bad to laugh at, but it's so funny.
It was great. And that's where she snaps and is
she's
like, I should have killed you.
She killed you. I had a chance, just like your friend. With like, talking about her like on, and then like
she's like, we got to go to States. Get up.
So did the bird catch on fire because it was like cheaply made, or was it sabotage? Like,
so I think it's supposed to just be an accident.
Yeah.
Because when she lights it, it's supposed to like do fireworks or something, but she gets distracted and she lights a piece of it.
Yeah.
So really, she ends up killing her own child.
Yes.
So which is funny in
And
its own way.
it's
but
fitting because like she doesn't really care about her child. She cares about
Right.
what her child can do for her.
Well, as
Right.
the girl is like dying, as she's dying on the float or
Mhm.
whatever, she's saying, "We have to go to nationals."
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
you know, whatever.
yeah,
Regionals or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, that's all she cared about. That's
Yeah.
all she cared about. And
You're
then
smelling your daughter's burning flesh.
right,
We gotta go to nationals.
we're not gonna win the pageant.
Mm.
And then she goes on to run in the prison pageant
Yeah.
Yeah.
And win second.
and wins second. And then she is the shooter at the end.
Yeah.
She escapes and vows revenge on Mount Rose and is like shooting up things, and that's when the reporter gets shot.
Yeah.
So she ends up helping
Amber
Amber Atkins and in her career. But I loved
Atkins.
seeing Kirstie Alley in this role.
Just
I love her
unhinged
anyways, but
from start to finish, it's so good.
yeah, she's
So
good.
fun.
So talking about mockumentaries with Drop Dead Gorgeous and then Best in Show and all of those that we've done, do you know of any other really good mockumentaries?
I mean, as far as movies, like I really love Best in Show.
Well, I've seen that one.
Man, The Office and Parks and Rec.
Okay, I've never watched either one of
Oh
those.
my god! Especially like the first
Is that kind of what
Parks
they're
and Rec
supposed
is
to be?
amazing.
Parks and Rec throughout the whole series is amazing.
Amazing.
The Office, the first 5 seasons are
And are we talking about U.S. Office? Or?
U.S. Office.
U.S. Office. Yeah.
I mean, the original Office is definitely the same style. I just never really got into the UK Office.
Yeah.
Even though I love Ricky Gervais, it just didn't. I don't know, but the U.S. Office, especially the first few seasons, are
Okay.
man, it's gold. It's all gold.
So that's basically how those are shot as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're shot like there's a documentary crew for whatever reason
Yeah.
following this Parks and Rec team or this random office.
Yeah.
You know,
Which I think
people that
is
work
kind of
there.
how they are doing Abbott Elementary.
Yes, it's supposed to be like.
So
a
it's kind of like
mockumentary.
something like that.
Have you seen Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a pretty
That's a
decent
good
one.
That's a good
It's
one.
okay. It's a horror movie, but it is a mockumentary. That
Oh,
is
that's
a horror
funny.
movie.
I-
It is about a slasher.
Hmm.
Like they are following around like a Jason or a.
Oh, that's
like
funny.
it's a guy who is a slasher.
Yeah.
There's a twist, but like it's very very good and fun.
Hmm.
So
I'll have to check that one
Behind
out.
the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon was pretty good.
I would say probably my favorite is gonna be Spinal Tap,
Oh yeah, this Smile Tap's
Um,
great.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't
which
seen
is
that.
really kind of like the OG mockumentary.
Okay.
And I watched one recently. I mean, I guess you can technically say Blair Witch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
I
found,
guess,
found
yeah.
footage slash, less
Yeah.
mockumentary, but docudrama or docu
Right.
whatever. And I watched one. I'd always heard a lot about it. I think Mike Flanagan or somebody was talking about it, and Lake Mungo.
Oh, I have.
It's on. What is it on? It was on-
Casey really likes that movie, and Casey doesn't really like any movie,
Yeah,
but she's a big fan of Lake Mungo.
it is very dry,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very subtle and subdued,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't break its own rules. And if you can get into it, it's kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really get into it. It just didn't really work for me.
Yeah.
But in general, well made though. Like interesting. If it works for you, it works for you.
Right.
Yeah, I would say Spinal Tap's my favorite.
That's a good one.
But yeah, the Behind the Mask is really good. I need to watch that again.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
very
that sounds
fun.
like something I would enjoy.
You would like that one.
I need to watch that as well.
Yeah, Best in Show is great.
Well, I was just telling Aaron I watched Mean Girls and actually paid attention for the first time ever this week. So
That's a good movie.
yeah,
I like Mean Girls.
surprisingly,
one.
yes. Well, not surprisingly, but I knew it was probably a good movie, and it had been on before. But I think I watched it as a teenager and just like it missed for me the first time I watched it, and I just didn't get like I never really gave it another shot. But this
Yeah.
past week, I was like, whatever, we'll just throw that up there and actually pay attention.
Very good movie.
It
I've
is
watched
good.
that several times.
I watched it
I've seen
and the
it many
musical
times.
back to back. which
Yeah.
was fun.
All the new one.
Mhm.
I haven't seen that.
I like
Which
it.
I enjoyed.
It's fine. It's a good callback to it, and a lot of the songs are decent. It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
I will say, and it's interesting because it's not often you have a movie turned into a musical, then have the musical turned into a movie.
Yeah.
So I think there were a lot of people upset when it came out. They thought it was just a remake.
Yeah.
Even though the name Mean Girls had like a musical note in it, they didn't realize it was a musical.
That's okay. There's
Wait,
lots of
is
people
the-
that don't know that Wicked's a musical either.
The original Mean Girls is based on a musical?
No.
No, so Mean Girls happened.
Okay.
Then Tina Fey wrote a musical
Oh,
out
okay.
of Mean Girls.
And then they made a movie.
And
Okay.
then they took
Okay.
a movie,
Okay.
which was really cool. And I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, it's different, of
It's
course, but
Kinda.
it's supposed to be kind of different. It was a Broadway musical. So.
It's pretty much like play by play the movie, and like I will say that like Regina George's theme is amazing.
yeah.
That, like Renee Rapp does the like I am Regina George and I
Oh,
am a
yeah.
massive deal. Like the way that hits is like awesome. Like,
I love
it's
that
so
they kept
good
her
Yeah.
because she played Regina George through
on the stage show,
musical.
right? Yeah.
at the actual stage show, and then they kept her for the movie, and she's perfect.
Yeah, she does a great job.
Which weirdly, she was my top artist on my
That's not weird.
That's
That's not surprising at all. In
well, I
fact.
went through a period after the movie came out where I was mainly just listening to Renee Rapp, but I figure like through the rest of the year I've listened to more people more
Nope.
or other people more, but no, she was the top.
To be fair, she's very good.
Yeah, she is.
She's a good writer and she does good music. So
Yeah.
nice voice.
Also related to Mean Girls and not related to the movie we're doing, but
It's like close. It's close enough.
yeah.
Similar.
Lindsay Lohan.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Lindsay Lohan. I have since she was a child actor, and I will say she started doing now Christmas movies,
Yes.
and I'm very proud of her. Not that it matters if I'm proud
Yeah.
or not, but she went through some stuff,
Yeah.
and she looks great. And
She's made a new
and
career.
in my
Mhm.
opinion, like her new Christmas movie, she's great in it.
She does a good job.
She's a really back to herself. It's kind of cool to see a child actor go through stuff and end up so well.
Yeah. Speaking of Christmas movies, has anybody else seen Hot Frosty?
Yes, I have. With Dustin Milligan.
Yeah.
I think
That
y'all
was
might as well be talking Greek. I don't know.
Okay. It is
weird.
It is
but it was
weird.
funny.
It is obscenely like it is like it can't be serious.
It's almost like a Jack Frost because a snowman comes to life.
But he's like grotesquely fit.
And a model.
And a
type thing.
like he's very
It's like
pretty.
a Hallmark movie or something?
Yes.
Netflix.
But it's like
Hallmark's just sitting back like, damn it, Netflix.
no.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say Netflix Christmas movies are better than Hallmark because they are more adult.
Yeah, they are. And I do think though that like the
Wait, is
thing
there-
about
is
Hot
there a Frosty
Frosty.
sex scene?
No.
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 He's
I wouldn't be surprised if there
No.
was.
It does
like,
have.
I'm melting. for
It
you,
does
girl.
have. It does have Gretchen Wieners.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gretchen.
That's what's related. Gretchen Wieners is like Netflix's Hallmark girl.
That's what she
like,
does.
That's all she does.
No, she's also
Mean Girls.
She's also
The
Hallmark.
original movie?
Yes.
Who's that?
What is her actual
Lacey
name?
Chabert.
Oh,
Yeah.
there- okay.
She is now like she's also a Hallmark
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, I've seen her in
She
like
just
a,
makes like all Christmas movies now.
Yeah, that's all she does.
I mean,
She's not bad.
No, she's not bad. But no, the Hot
Easy
Frosty
money.
is very
Yeah.
odd
Oh, yeah.
because it just is like we're just going to squeeze as much Christmas in this as we can,
Yeah.
and like not. It's very unserious. I feel like it's definitely gonna have a cult following in a few years just because it is very stupid
Yeah.
in the fun way. Hot Frosty.
Have you seen
He goes streaking. It's very good. It's very funny.
speaking of Netflix oh my
Netflix.
gosh. Speaking of Netflix Christmas movies, have you seen Merry Gentleman
No,
with Chad Michael Murray?
I have not. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be fun.
They it's the same like Hallmark story where like something's going to go under and they're trying to save the towns. This is a bar.
Yeah.
Except this girl is a dancer on Broadway and she comes back and choreographs an all-male review that they start putting off on this little town.
Bump bump.
so yeah, Drop Dead Gorgeous.
It
Yeah.
was was good. I had fun.
So you give it 2 thumbs down, or
I think I gave it like 2.5 stars.
okay, that's not out of 5.
Yeah, out of 5.
That's
That's
not horrible.
1 thumb.
It's like slightly. It's a below average, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
that's still like half of the stars
It's like-
it could
yeah.
get.
It's like,
That's like
one and a half
Yeah.
thumbs or something.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know. 2 thumbs. I figured like 2 thumbs is like
5.
I would say would be 3.5 stars and up,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and 3 stars and down is 3 to 2.5
Mm-hmm.
is
1.5.
and then below
Okay.
that's down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1.5 thumbs. How about you, Toby?
You know what? The movie made me belly laugh. So like I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'd give it 2 thumbs. I would watch it again, and I would
Yeah.
show it to other people. So like, but I'm not particularly discerning. So take that for what you will.
Right.
I like what I like, and it,
Yeah.
other than that,
Oh, that's exactly how I am. So it obviously gets 2 thumbs up for me. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. The PC stuff gets me a little bit, but other than that,
Will Sasso's the highlight for
he
me.
is though.
That-
And it,
I love that little when they're doing the interviews, and he's just like in the background, just sitting.
right.
And one of the girls, I forget which one's like, his thing's out.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, shit. There's
the
like,
next
put it
one-
away, put it away.
Yeah, the next girl is like, his pants are completely off. Real quick before we wrap up, one of the other funniest parts I think is at the end, towards the end, when he gets his overalls caught in the truck
Oh yeah.
and like he doesn't release himself, and then there's a little thing that pops up because he's just screaming at the camera crew, "Help! Help!" And it says, per our contract, we're not able to interfere." And they just leave him stuck in the truck.
Stuck him in there.
And
Great.
then once that scene's over, you see his coveralls hanging from the truck, and he is no longer there.
No longer
So
there.
he is out streaking somewhere.
I do like the end where it cuts to he's inherited the store.
oh,
right?
and he's mowing the
he's
parking lot.
mowing the parking lot in full foil suit.
That's part of the
Like,
movie.
what
Is,
is happening?
That
Will Sasso's the best part of everything.
yeah, he's just a funny guy.
It
in
was
general.
very funny.
But
But yeah, those are the relatable male characters.
that's hilarious.
They're like, we
that's-
need a male character that's relatable.
Yeah,
And we're like, what if?
What if he has the IQ of a thimble?
right.
And- yeah.
And honestly, if you look at it, thinking back, who else do you even have to be relatable to? The pedophile, or the guy that doesn't talk? Or the dad that's only in the movie as an extra in
Yeah.
in the audience. Like, honestly,
That's just like,
he might be the most relatable.
God,
man.
actually,
It kind of is, yeah.
real quick,
Another-
before we finish with this movie, can we talk about Denise Richards dancing with Jesus
Oh,
on the cross to... What is the song? It's from like it's in 10 Things I Hate
Oh,
About
I
You.
couldn't think of
You're
it.
just too good to be true. It's
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
I just loved that it was on a cross.
And
Like
she,
that's a lot.
His arms. He's like
They're
They're
Velcro,
Velcro,
and she makes him hug her.
unvelcros him to hug her, and then puts it back. Sorry.
There are some funny moments.
There are some good moments, man.
Yeah.
That was great. And her dad's just like, my baby.
Right.
Basically. Like,
Oh, that family.
so bad. So funny.
But, all right,
All right.
so I guess we'll end on that note. So it gets 5.5 thumbs up.
It took a beat there.
Yeah, I did. I had to count. The half threw me off.
You forgot how many thumbs are in the room again?
Yeah, but I guess that also leads us into where we were talking about Christmas. We are going to do our holiday episode next, and for that, we do need to bring out our movie generator. Oh, what a
Are we
beautiful
doing one
sound!
or two? Who knows?
We're just doing one, I think.
I think.
I'm gonna pick. I don't think I've picked in a while.
And
Okay.
Josh is gonna pick us a movie.
What is
This
it?
is another one of yours. Gremlins.
Oh, Gremlins is fun, isn't it?
That is.
I really like Gremlins. I almost put that in. That was the one I almost put
Is
in.
this my third movie in a row?
Third movie in a row.
Oh,
That's what we
geez.
recommended. Can we read them out?
Yeah, let's look at the others. I'm just
I'm
curious.
curious. We're watching Gremlins.
Okay. So we.
I mean,
got
we could always choose another one if we wanted.
Trading Places, which I think is yours.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but
For real?
yeah,
Oh, that's a funny movie.
we can swap that.
No, we're doing Gremlins.
We'll do Gremlins. That's what I picked. Jingle All the Way.
Was that yours?
Dennis Richards.
That's mine. I
Um,
love that movie.
Long Kiss Goodnight. That was mine.
That was yours.
Okay.
Rare Exports.
That was mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tokyo Godfathers.
That was mine.
Movie.
Okay. That's
The Ref. That was mine. And Silent Night, Deadly Night. And
It's Feast of the Seven Fishes. Okay. You probably will not like it.
Is it anime?
No,
Oh.
it's a Netflix movie.
Oh.
You would love it.
Okay.
It is all about an interpersonal like family drama and
Feast
stuff
of
like that.
Seven Fishes.
The Feast of Seven Fishes.
Feast. Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to look it
So
up.
the Feast of Seven Fishes
Big
is,
gremlin.
is a traditional Italian Christmas meal.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
I think you would really like it. I don't know about
Is
you.
it like
but
Squid and the Whale at Christmas?
kind of.
Oh, I would love it.
But not quite
Not as
like
good.
that. But it is. It's very good.
Oh, good.
It,
I will look it up.
I think you would really like it. It's
Yeah.
very. It reminds me of a lot of the movies that you recommended.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Okay.
I put it in there. I
You
tried.
sure you wanted to do Gremlins?
Yeah, Gremlins is fine. I mean, Trading Places is really funny.
I mean, either way, it'd be my movie, so I don't
I mean,
mind
we
if
wanna-
we'd rather do a second
Let's
one.
do
You want to do a
Gremlins.
double?
We could.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right. So during the choosing of the movie, we did choose Gremlins. And we decided, since it's our holiday episode, we are going to go ahead and do a double feature. So we're going to do actually both my picks.
An Aaron double feature. How's
An
it feel to
Aaron
be-
double
How's
feature.
it feel to be God's favorite?
An Aaron
And-
Christmas special.
And we're going to do Trading Places and Gremlins.
Cool.
Two
So-
classic comedies
Yeah.
from the 80s.
Those will be.
And I have not seen Trading Places. It came up on a list of great Christmas movies.
It is.
And or I might have looked up unconventional Christmas movies, something
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, I guess join us next time for our holiday episode when we do Gremlins and Trading Places.
Our Aaron Holiday Spectacular.
Yes,
Aaron Holiday special. Honestly,
jazz hands.
Gremlins is great. So
Yeah, I'm actually excited to.
So,
like
look,
I said, I don't know that I've seen Gremlins all the way through or not. I know I've seen the majority of it,
Yeah.
but especially as an adult, I know I haven't seen all the way through.
It's
so
still
I'm
a lot of
excited.
fun.
no,
I watched it last year with the kids.
Yeah.
They
it's a lot
liked
of
it.
fun.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm really excited for my holiday spectacular. But I guess join us next time. And until then, I'm Aaron.
I'm Josh.
I'm Toby.
And this has been The Real Opposites.